We have designed a society that has gone fundamentally against our biology. This lesson was taught to me painfully. You see, let me speak this a little bit more plainly. I worked 9 to 5. In reality, more like 8 to 8 to 12 hours of corporate expectation. The expectation was not just in terms of the timing for my performance externally, but also the requirements it would need for me to prepare, to be ready to perform at 8 a.m. Living one day as though it's one season of summer. The internal expectation that I am going to perform at 100% all of the time. And in those times when my body is true to its biology and becomes tired and fatigued, I have been trained to then be angry or somehow label that as lazy and procrastination, when in fact this has always been my body's wisdom. Let me see the biology as I saw it for myself more plainly. When I awaken in the morning, the levels of my cortisol are only just gently rising. I am still holding the hormones of sleep from the night's carrying. So like spring, when I enter this morning, it's not with this warmth and joy of summer, but no, instead like the pushing from darkness to light, the uncomfortability of changing the conditions abruptly. Not giving time then for my body to adjust. My mind starts rushing for the next thing it needs to do, without realizing that the way my body is designed is not the way my mind has been conditioned by a world that requires me to perform. Because after all, I generate more money that way, don't I? In this year of complete submission to living to the earth's cycle and my own internal cycles, my own internal biology, I now see the harm that I was always causing unconsciously, pushing my body when there wasn't enough hormones and chemicals to support me, not understanding the shift in my levels of dopamine, the shift and decline as the evening starts to come hormonally. Not just because it's a nice routine or some productivity hack, but because it's the way my body was designed, fully aligned to nature's way. So as I am continuing to learn, but learn from my body's teaching and unlearn the toxic patterns that my mind has inhabited in this world that almost suffocated me to no longer breathe in. Each morning on my horizon, I am reminding my mind of its role to protect my body's season and not my mind's reasons.